Well, good morning, Yuriki. In case you don't know, my name is Yuri, and I am making and posting these videos for myself as well as anyone else that might find this content useful. People that watch my videos every day can immediately skip into roughly about 2 minutes into the video if you want to miss the intro section, or you can skip roughly into about 5 minutes if you want to miss the intro section and the evaluation of the prediction that I made in the previous video. For anyone else watching for the first time, I basically started making these videos because over the course of 6 years trading, trying to create a passive income for myself, I still have not been able to find the content that I was looking for in a Bitcoin YouTube prediction video in roughly about 10 minutes or less. Because I spent hours and hours of watching these prediction videos, subscribe to 5 or more channels, only to hear that the price will go up, only to hear it might also go down, um, to hear that about all the times that all the predictions was right, but you will never hear about the times that the predictions was wrong. There will be no timestamps, no references to when that particular instances was apparently right. Um, there's no guidance on what needs to happen if you go into a trade and it does not go into the intended direction. Instead, you treat it to someone with his hands in his hair, a photo of what the hell, emergency, danger entitled video. Uh, I think content like that creates unrealistic expectations in trading. I wanted to know about the danger beforehand. I wanted to know about the possibility of that emergency beforehand. And I wanted to know what I could do to prevent that emergency or danger in the first place. The long and the short is I want to create a video that I wanted to see 6 years ago. A video that would have helped me through my course of 6 years trading. The long and the short is I want to know today where I should long, where I should short, at what price, and what I should do if it does not go into that intended direction. And lastly, I want to make money on every 4 hour candle, as far as that is possible. With that said and done, Yuriki, let's jump straight into the previous video. Unfortunately, I was not able to make a video yesterday. I had a couple of challenges. Um, at least, well, I'm very glad to say that the price did not really change that much. My view did not change that much in the day that I was not able to make a video. And basically, my outlook is still exactly the same as it was when I made the previous video on Monday. Let's have a look, Yuriki. It was where you drew this pink um, vertical line on Monday morning. Time is roughly the same as it is this morning, although this morning I'm a little bit earlier. It's currently 16 minutes past 4 in the morning. I am making these videos from the Eastern Cape of South Africa. Um, when you made the video, Yuriki, at that time, at that stage, the time was 42,260. So that would have been more or less where the finger is pointing right now. 42,260 would have been roughly about there. I said I cannot see a distinct triangle that we were in at that specific stage because we just had this major drop over here and it started coming down again. There was no lines that I could really draw, no indication of what I'm thinking what will happen. That was at 6 minutes when I said that. At 7 minutes, exactly 7 minutes into the video, I said the most important line that I can see for Monday was the line that is roughly in the region of about 42,050. So that was this line over here. I said that if you were not in a position, I was currently in a short still at that time. I did take profit. I said that if you were not in a position, um, I would wait for the price to come down and test this area of 42,000, and then I would long it from there. Um, and then if this line breaks and we get a 4 hour candle below this line, I would then definitely go into a short at that stage. So let's have a look and see how that panned out. You're at 42,600. I said, sorry, I'm lying, 42,260. I said at that stage, I will wait for the price to come down and test the region of 42. 42,050, 4200, 42,100, anywhere in that vicinity. I would wait for it and then I would go into a long from there. Okay, so let's have a look. 4 hours after I made the video, nothing much happened. That entry did not fall yet. 4 hours after that, another 4 hours. That was about 8 hours later, nothing happened. On the 12th hour after I made the video, so I gave the notice 12 hours before of what exactly you should do. All you needed to do was be patient. Wait for the price to come down. The price came down to 42,112. I went into a long at that specific stage. And very next candle, 4 hours later, the price went up to, what was the highest that it went up to at that stage? 43,300. So that was more than $1,000 trading range that I made profit on after I just had to wait more or less just after just more than 12 hours. In the next 4 hours, I made profit on about a $4,500 trade. And from there, I was able to draw triangle, or draw triangle again. I took my profit and I waited it out. From there, exactly the same. I wasn't exactly too sure where to go into a short at that stage, so I waited. I put in another long at 4200. What happened? Price came down 41 two. Let's see what the price was at that stage. The price came down to 42 exactly on the dot. Exactly as I said, and I waited for it. Within the very same 4 hour candle, price went right up again to 43,200, and then I made another profit on roughly about $1,000 trade. Trading section. So long and the short, Yuriki, two fantastic calls on that one. And even though if your prediction video was only made for Monday, it actually was panned out to work for 2 days in a row. Long and the short, what does that do to my track record? Yuri, you have now made and posted 81 videos in total. Of that 81 videos, 61 of them was correct. 8 of them was neutral, where the price was more or less exactly the same what it was the previous day. 12 of my predictions was wrong, and I have now got a correct prediction record of 85.18% on the videos that I have made. What do I think is going to happen today? Well, at least now I can say that we are definitely in a new triangle formation. I can see this triangle formation um, where at the moment I would, if I was not in a position, like now I am currently out and I am waiting for a position to fill. If I was not in a position, or let me rather say this, I do see a distinct triangle um, with the top of roughly about 43,400 would be a great place to go into a short. And my price prediction on this line being the most important line, 42,100, 42,150. That would still be more or less my most important line where I will go into a long. Again, if this area breaks and we go below this with a 4 hour candle close below us, I will go into a short. To cover myself though, what I will do is I would remember, you never ever enter a trade with everything that you have got at your disposal. If you have got $1,000 in your account balance that you trade with, your first entry will always be $100. Never anything more than that. That is the rule. Stick to it. If the price does go, if you go into a long at 42,000, for example, if the price does go down, it's no problem. Don't get upset about it. Don't get anxious about it. Add. You add for every $200 that the price goes up. You add another 100, another 100. What's going to happen is your entry price at 42 is going to come down. And by the time that the price comes back to test the area of 42, which it always does, it always comes back to change, or the majority of the time, it does come back to test this line. Your entry price would have lowered, and you would have a better chance to go out into a very small take profit, or at least to break even and not lose any money. Uh, Eriki, now with that said and done, always do your own research. Draw a triangle, trust the triangles that you've drawn, trade the lines, Have a wonderful day, and I will then see you again tomorrow, and I will make another video tomorrow, and we'll evaluate from there. Have a wonderful